How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Ben Burnside Show, coming at you from Fresno. I am here for yet another video. Another video, I should say. I was going to say another reaction, because I've done so many of them. But no, just another video today. And today is going to be a special video. Special for a number of reasons, as this is a video of me returning from a few months of really not doing any videos, um, for a big reason, and I will explain that basically in this video, and also in this video I'll catch up on things. I'll talk to you about different stuff, I want to talk about, and stuff I find interesting, and all that as well. So I guess today's video is going to be like a podcast format where I am just, shooting the shit, basically, about what's going on in my life and all that kind of stuff. So basically, here we go. Well, from the last couple videos, I said that I had some plans of what to do, of different things I wanted to do. Like, for example, in one of the videos, I said that I was going to watch the TV show Young Rock, which is Dwayne Johnson's TV show about his life. I thought that was going to be really interesting. I was going to do more videos on like politics, or like I was going to try to do some more reactions and stuff like that. And that was my plan at the time of making that video. But the thing that happened is life happened, basically. So let me give you the rundown. Nothing tragic or nothing, thankfully. I'm very thankful for that. But, just obligations happened, basically. So basically, in short, I'm not going to be doing Young Rock. To be honest, I'm probably not going to do it. So, false advertisement is that video. I will be straight up there. I'm probably not going to do Young Rock. That's the breaking news. That's the end of the show. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, Young Rock is probably not going to happen. Honestly, with NBC doing it and all that, and Dwayne Johnson, like, I don't know. It just, like, I like Dwayne Johnson, but he's sometimes overly positive to where I wonder, like, how the quality of that TV show would be. The show didn't look that great. I'm just gonna be real. It didn't look that great. I'm gonna support it nonetheless because it's Dwayne Johnson, but like still, it didn't look amazing. I just felt like pointing that out. But anyway, so what my plan was, while I get a swig of Zevia here, what my plan was to do a Young Rock show and to do a bunch of other videos on my off time, on the little off time that I had, while I was entering into, which started on February 1st, so 2 months ago now, while entering into an LVN program. What now, for some of you, what is an LVN program? Well, LVN in the state of California, it means a licensed vocational nurse. So basically, yeah, a licensed vocational nurse. In I think all the other states in the country, here in the United States, that means licensed practical nurse, or an LPN. But basically, I was going to nursing school starting this year on February 1st. And before that was going to happen, my plan was to enter into the program, obviously go to school, do my homework, but on the little off time I had, I was planning on doing hobbies and doing fun stuff so I could, like, balance that time between now, or between school and between, normal life and doing stuff like that. And so that was kind of my plan. And that was it. I had ideas for like playing golf, like on my off time. I had ideas for working out. I still have ideas for working out. I mean, I still got to do something that's not school at some point in the day, and I think it's going to be working out because working out's important. But it's more important than school, I think. But uh, you know, that was kind of my plan. I didn't think the LVN program was going to be so demanding. I thought I was going to be able to manage it and deal with it accordingly. And in short, boy was I wrong. Boy was I wrong about the LVN program. Uh, I they really this program that I'm in for nursing, it's a crash course program. It's a quicker program than most nursing programs, so therefore it's more condensed. So that really added on to it, and I didn't really put that into perspective, even though it was told to me and all that stuff. I still didn't put it into perspective until it happened, unfortunately, and so that is what really has prevented me from doing any videos for the last couple months. So, and I'll tell you what, this nursing program, it's one of the hardest things I've ever done. I'm not gonna lie, it's one of the most difficult. It's definitely the most demanding thing I've ever had to deal with before. And I'm a couple months in still to the program. I still have over a year to go with the LVN program. I'm supposed to graduate on April 22nd of this year or next year, and you know, it's been very hard. It's been very hard with this program. I've almost been dropped because of my previous grades. Thankfully, I managed to pass enough tests to stay in the program. So I'm still in, and I'm doing better now. But like, man, that I did not take into account how much content was in this program. It's been a hard time. I'm not gonna lie. It's been difficult. So I've learned ways to study and all that stuff, and I'm still learning, to be honest. And it's not an easy feat doing this program. Honestly, either I don't even know if I don't like doing this. I'm not like, it's not a passion of mine. I don't enjoy it. I don't, and that's kind of what had me drag my feet a lot harder with this program. It's like I just didn't want to do it, and I'm sounding like a whiner, but but that was my thought. But like, I have to move on with my life. I have to get a career, and that's obviously important. And so, I think that's what brought me into a better place, is that mindset. And I have a goal in my head of wanting to do different things in my life, different hobbies, and kind of pursue those, and not do not do this. But this is my backup plan. This was I'm very big in life in having a backup plan in my life, and in having a plan on having something to fall back on if stuff doesn't work out. Because if stuff doesn't work out with other things I want to do that aren't as job secure, like, what am I going to do? So that's kind of the gist of my mentality of being in this program. It's like I need to move on with my life, and I need to have a backup plan. So I find this to be very important. This year of nursing school, very important. Even though I don't enjoy the medical field, even though I don't think about the medical field outside of school or work. When I'm not at school or work, I don't think at all about it. I'm gonna be real. I don't care. But it's it's a good job to have, and it's something I could it's a great skill, obviously, to have, and it's something I could fall back on. It's something I could have a life with. I could sustain myself with, and that's obviously important. So that's why I'm really happy I'm doing this podcast actually, because this podcast forces me to, in a way, I'm just realizing right now, it's forcing me to look at the positives of this program a lot better. And it's the positives of this program are not necessarily uh, they're not like attractive, in my head. They're not like eye candy, the positives, but they're bigger than that. They're bigger than eye candy to me. The positives are foundational. They're so important. And the most important stuff in life that will bring the most positives, I don't think I can really see as eye candy, because eye candy is not a big enough word for how positive they are. Having a backup job, having a career that I could sustain myself with for sure. If I stay on the competent narrow, if I'm competent, if I do my job and all that stuff, if I stay on the straight and narrow, all that stuff, and be well behaved, obviously, I, this could be something I could make money on, and that's a big deal. So, I, maybe I'll do these podcasts more often, like positivity podcasts, so I could remind myself of why I'm in this program sometimes. Uh, and that's very important. That's very important. So yeah. Uh, why I picked nursing over other careers? Well, I have a family background that's medical. I have an aunt that's a nurse practitioner. My mom is an RN. Um, Even my uncle uh, is like he's retired now, but he was like what do you call it? Like a trainer or something for college sports teams or something like that. I forgot what his title was. Even he has like a certification as an EMT and all that stuff. So, but my mom and aunt were the big ones. That's how I got in the medical program, because I didn't really know what career I wanted, so I just fell into that kind of. So, um, yeah, it's an interesting program for sure in terms of information. The program, why I don't like it so much, and why I'm having a hard time with it, frankly, is stuff with anxiety and all that, and just fear of failing and all that stuff, looking bad, all that stuff. But think I'm getting more and more used to it. I'm getting more used to the work and all that. Less stuff I notice is scaring me and is daunting to me. The only thing that's daunting to me is if I don't do the work and I procrastinate, that's when it gets more daunting. So don't do that. And um, experience over time is making me less nervous of things, but we'll see what happens. Uh, we'll see what happens, I guess. But that's what's going on right now. Um, and where am I going with this? Like I said, I'm not really going anywhere with this video today. I'm just kind of shooting the shit of what's going on and all that stuff, and how I'm viewing all these types of things. Not just school. I'm not going to just talk about school this whole video. I want to talk about stuff like movies, maybe politics. I don't like to mix politics with other stuff too much, or if even at all, because that's such a divisive topic, obviously. But yeah, the nursing program, I'm getting more and more used to it. So it takes time, and I have a great resources with me, with my mom and aunt helping me out with it. So I'm in good hands. I feel like as long as I do the work, which I've been doing. So I'm glad. I'm glad that I'm in the position I am, even though you can't see that the positives in it. It's really that the positives are so big that I can't really conceptualize it as eye candy, because it's so much bigger than eye candy. I'm not shooting hard enough, probably, in my head. of ambition. Like, I don't want the whole candy. Not even the candy store. I want the candy enterprise with this goal. And maybe I need to look at it that way. Maybe that's a way for us that are in like a, that want to achieve for bigger things in your life. That's how we need to. That's maybe the problem we have sometimes. Like, not that we don't deserve it, but we can't really. We can't. Or no. Well, yeah. Actually, it is. We don't deserve it. We don't deserve something so big, but we do. We do deserve something so big. If you put in the work, you do. You can get it, and you would deserve it. So, yeah. That's where it gets at for me. And I think I'm into it now to where I'm not trying to stop doing the program or any of that stuff. I'm not trying to back out of it, really, and I'm not hesitating at the idea of trying to get out of it anymore. I'm really trying to get into this program and trying to pass it. So, because I see the benefits of it more and more. So, yeah. And I think I'm getting better. I think as long as I do the work, I will be a lot more confident in what I do. So, it's an interesting process for sure. So, one day at a time. Obviously, I'm not going to be doing a lot of videos. I have a lot less time than I expect. A lot of the time I could use for hobbies and stuff, I could also use for studying. So, way less time than I expected to do videos. And I wanted to explain that today as to why I haven't been doing a video. Because some of you have been asking, why haven't you been doing a video? It's like, that's why. And I apologize for not explaining that earlier to you. Because I've been growing followers. So, I feel like it's important to mention. It's like, why did I just suddenly die out? I didn't die out. I'm in excessive hibernation, so that's why. So there you go. That I'm not dead just yet. So stay tuned, okay? But you're gonna have to stay tuned for a while because this program it's demanding. How often am I gonna be doing a video? Whenever I can. I that's really your answer. I don't have a good answer for you as to when I can do one. I'm on spring break right now. I really plan on just having this be my only video because I want to do homework and stuff. After that, I'm going to be in school for like 3 months, so probably no video. And July is when I have my summer vacation, so it's like 3.5 weeks. Those weeks I plan on vacationing and doing other stuff. So maybe a video or two. That's really it right now. And what else? Obviously you got Thanksgiving break and maybe a couple days off for like Veterans Day or something like that. Christmas, maybe a video or two there. Couple, 4 maybe, I don't know. But after that, it would be January. It would be kind of crunch time at that point. It would just be all school. So, crunch time. And then once it's April, spring break again next year. And then once it's April, I'll be graduating in late April. So then I'll be able to do more videos. But even at that point, I'm going to be studying for like a national test to become a nurse called the NCLEX. So my time's going to be limited still there. But hopefully after that, when I pass the test, that's when I'll be, have a job and I'll have certain days to where I'll be able to do a podcast and stuff weekly at least. So there you go. But yeah, that's kind of my schedule. Kind of wanted to spew it out for you and tell you how it's going to go probably in the next year or so, really. A year, and hopefully by next year I will be way more comfortable in life after that, and I'll be able to do a podcast a lot more in a lot better place in my life. So that is kind of my goal. So shoot for the stars, guys. Shoot for the stars. And this is just my backup plan. You know, um, but so that's and that's how big a backup plan is. Like a goal is for you. It's like it's something huge that you could be reaching for, and it's not just eye candy. Imagine something that like you actually want to do, and it's a career. It's like, yeah, it's it's bigger than like an enterprise. What I've been saying. So that's pretty exciting when you think about it like that. So I think that's very important. So have the eyes on the prize. Always have a visual goal is what I've heard before. So yeah, I like that. I like that idea. So yeah, should be pretty dope. Should be pretty dope. So that is where I've been, guys. Just wanted to give a video on that. I wanted to give some other thoughts on different things, like, you know, outside of school, like what have I been doing? Not much, honestly. Just been on YouTube. I've been chilling with my buddy who lives close by a lot. Just been hanging out with him, and because of COVID, you can't really hang out with many people, obviously. But my grandpa, he got, you know, he's 97. He got his 2 vaccinations, so he is good to go. All my other family members who are older, I think they all got their vaccination shots, so I'm very happy about that. I think that's super cool. Um, yeah, man. I haven't gotten my vaccination shot yet. I still got to get. I'm getting COVID tested though, and I'm gonna get COVID tested a lot more coming up because I'm gonna be going to hospitals and stuff. So, yeah. So that should be fun, I guess. But I'm thankful I haven't gotten COVID or anything, and I've been pretty behaved about that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm very confident I haven't even gotten a sniff of COVID or anything like that. Um, Also, I would say, what else have I been doing? I've been watching some movies. Been doing a lot of that. I've been watching a lot of sports, particularly football. I've been looking at football news and all that stuff. Particularly the off season with the draft and all that stuff and free agency. I've been following that super closely. My Rams can't do shit. They have no cap space at all. They signed Deshaun Jackson, and Deshaun Jackson's the man. He is, but he's also 34. So how fast is he at this age? I don't know. I wish maybe, hopefully in the draft they can get somebody like Rondale Moore from Purdue, but they're probably not going to draft him even if he's on the board because they need an offensive lineman even more for the Rams. They're probably going to pick up for their first pick, which is way in the second round, unfortunately. Pick number 57. It's going to be, they're either going to get one of the centers or they're going to get one of the 2 offensive tackles, Alex Leatherwood from Alabama or Liam Eichenberg from Notre Dame. The 2 centers are either Landon Donovan from Alabama or hopefully Creed Humphrey from Oklahoma, but he's probably not going to be on the board. This Zevi is so good, man. Wait. I think that that's an interesting draft. Let's do a mock draft, actually, shall we? Let's do a mock draft of what the Rams are going to do or for this draft. So we can get into it here. PFN mock draft. And LA Rams. Okay, doing it 7 rounds. Draft is going to simulate really fast. I start at pick number 57, and I don't plan on trading any of my picks. So let's see here. So finally, the simulation got to 57. I have a trade offer from the Baltimore Ravens, pick number 58. Who's still on the board? Who do the Ravens want? Dickerson's still on the center from Alabama is still on the board. That Rondale Moore from Purdue is still on the board. What do the Ravens need? Why do they want to go ahead of me? The Ravens, they need a defensive end, a wide receiver, a tackle, and a safety. Well, I don't need a defensive end this early. They might want to get that Elijah Moore. He's still on the board from Mississippi. A tackle, safety. Oh, they might want to get one of the tackles. That could be a problem. But the two tackles I mentioned are already off the board. The next one on the board is all the way projected to go at 71. Spencer Brown from Northern Iowa. No, I'm not going to. Yeah, why not? I don't see them as a threat, so I'll let them go. Okay, I'm at pick number 58 now. I have a trade offer from the Buccaneers. They want my 58 pick for their 64 and pick number 176. I will reject. Who did the Ravens get, out of curiosity? The Ravens they got Elijah Moore. I had no interest in getting him, so that's okay. I picked up like a third-round pick for next year, too, from the Ravens. So let's see here, or a fourth round, one of the two. I am going to take Landon Dickerson from Alabama for my first pick. All right, going to my second pick now, which is pick number 88. And I have a trade offer. The LA Chargers, they want my 88th and my 209th pick for their 97th pick and a fourth round pick for next year's draft. No, I reject. So who is on the board? Two offensive tackles, which I need the most for my team, are on the board right now. Spencer Brown from Northern Iowa is still on the board. Walker Little, who's projected to go at 79 from Stanford, is on the board. Deontay Smith, who's projected to go at 88 from East Carolina, is still on the board. I'm going to take the top one. I'll take Spencer Brown from Northern Iowa. So going to pick 103 now. I have no trade offers. So my offensive line is addressed. What else do I need? I need a linebacker, a defensive end, and a cornerback. I really need a linebacker, I guess. I'll take Chaz Surratt from North Carolina. I need a cornerback and a defensive end. Nobody's projected above him from those two positions. So I'll take Chaz Surratt from North Carolina. Going to pick number 140. Or not. Why don't the Rams have pick number 140? Oh, I might have traded that away. Oh, shit. I might have traded that away to the Ravens without considering that. Okay, whatever. Alright, so I'm at pick 209. That was a mess up. Pick 209. Josh Kando is top of the board. He's a defensive end from Florida State, so I'll just take him. And pick number, my last pick of the draft, pick number 252. I'd still need a cornerback, so I'll just take the top one that's still on the board. I'll take Jason Pinnock, a cornerback from Pittsburgh, the University of Pitt. So yeah, good stuff, man. So I got 5 draft picks, and I got looks like a third round pick for next year, so that's pretty cool. So Landon Dickerson is going to be a force if we get him for the our offensive line. I don't know about Spencer Brown from Northern Iowa; he's questionable. But Landon Dickerson, anybody from Alabama is going to be good for your team. End of story. Chaz Surratt could be a player too if I get him from North Carolina. So that's kind of a very okay draft. But Landon Dickerson is a big plus for the team, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I've been doing just a lot of that. Just been just been on YouTube and stuff while in the nursing program, um, and just been doing that. What else? Again, I've been watching a lot of movies. I saw, on my off time, I've watched also the TV show Mayans, which is super cool, a great show. There are 4 episodes in on season 3 right now, and that's a super dope show. Um, all the storylines on that show right now are very well executed, per usual of those shows, but of Sons of Anarchy and Mayans history. All the stories are very well executed. The Coco story may be a little forced, but it's okay. It's fine. I'm used to stories like that in these types of shows, so it is what it is. Uh, so yeah, the theme song I don't love, but for this season, but it's growing on me. It's growing on me, so that's cool. Um, what else? I saw the Snyder Cut, Zack Snyder's Justice League Snyder Cut. Nope, nope, nope. What was he thinking? Get that trash out of here. Yeah, not a fan. Not a fan of the Snyder Cut. Uh, I thought a lot of things about it. Since I'm probably not going to do a review, like as I explained before on this channel, in this video, I'm going to give my thoughts on it right now. I thought that the movie is too long, just too long. 4 hours. I don't care if how big of an artist Zack Snyder is. 4 hours is too long, especially for something like this. This ain't the Martin Scorsese movie, The Irishman, which is, by the way, like 40 minutes shorter than this. I just think this was so. I heard someone criticize Martin Scorsese for that movie by calling The Irishman way too self-indulgently too long. That is self-indulgent? Self-indulgent? That's self-indulgent? Look at this movie. Look at the Snyder Cut. Holy shit. This movie is super self-indulgent. It created the definition of self-indulgent. It is ridiculous. I think this movie, and also with Zack Snyder, I just don't think he's a good fit, in my opinion, for like a good Justice League movie. That's not what I want to see with the Justice League. When Aquaman goes in the water, I don't want a villager from Sweden or wherever that took place with him and Batman. I don't want a villager to suddenly start singing some kind of native tongue like Katuna. It's like that's so Zack Snyder. It's so stupid. It's like, come on. It's stupid. It's stupid Zack Snyder. It's what it was. And whenever Wonder Woman, this was infuriating. Whenever Wonder Woman would fight in this movie, you'd have an operatic woman in the music background for this movie going, ah. Like, every time Wonder Woman did something in terms of action in this movie, that singing operatic woman that did the solo popped up in the music part of this movie. It's just, oh, it got to the point where it was comical how often she came up. And it was, again, a 4-hour movie. It just wouldn't end with that woman. Just wouldn't end. I feel like I'm holding back. I feel like I'm holding back with how infuriating that was. Audibly, when I was watching the movie here, I was like, are you kidding me? Again with this woman. It just wouldn't end. And then, what else? You had just too much. It's just too long. This movie, it just was like 4 hours. 4 hours long. A lot of stuff could have been taken out. And I get why it wasn't taken out, because, you know, Zack Snyder fans worship Zack Snyder, and Zack Snyder clearly worships his own stuff. Well, every creator does. But man, it was apparent here. It was like, oh my God, we get it. You love your shit. Like, the whole thing with the woman singing when Aquaman went in the water, that was so just Zack Snyder, like epic Zack Snyder stuff. That is what he does in his movies. And like, I liked the action. The action in Zack Snyder movies are always off the chain. That's his strength. The weakness, though, was just how damn long this movie is. He has no concept, it feels like sometimes, of time management. Just no concept. Watchmen. I love Watchmen. I love the comic. Watchmen, if I remember correctly, was too long. I don't know. It's been like 13 years since I've last seen it. So, but still, I remember it being pretty long. Sucker Punch. That just wasn't a good movie. I don't even think that was the length, but it just was too long. This movie was just too long. I like the idea of having directors have their different takes on the side, like on an HBO Max like this, of, say, the Justice League or something. Like, I would like to see a Tim Burton Justice League, just out of sheer curiosity. But I wouldn't want to have that be in the main, like, universe, the main cinematic universe for theaters. I would like to have that as a side project all by itself on an HBO Max. And that's what this kind of was for Zack Snyder. Let's be honest. People are mad that Warner Brothers isn't going to go forward with the Zack Snyder universe. There shouldn't be a Zack Snyder universe. Not from this movie. This movie was like trash. It was trash. And, oh, man, this movie was just, oh. It's like, oh my God. Wouldn't end. Wouldn't end with some of these music things. It was ridiculous. Oh, it was bad. It was all bad. I also didn't like in the movie, I didn't like some of the effects. I'm going to be honest. I didn't like some of the green screen in this movie. I didn't like how the Martian Manhunter looked. I didn't like the costumes with different characters. I don't like this weird Zack Snyder look for Cyborg, or I don't like the spiky armor thing with Steppenwolf, even though I thought Steppenwolf looked better here than he did in the cinematic, in the Joss Whedon Justice League. Yeah. And I thought the character of Steppenwolf was better here too. I really do. Not by much, but he was better. The Flash, I never liked the Flash character in this universe. I always think he's annoying. I don't like Ezra Bridger, or not Ezra Bridger, Ezra Miller. I never liked his Flash. I thought he was just super annoying. Batman was the best part, really, of this movie. Besides, like, a couple action pieces, Batman was consistently the best character in this movie. Superman was good for what they had him do. Aquaman was fine. They gave him more character stuff, but you know, it just it's some of the character development in this movie that I just felt like, yeah, it's great you gave us character development, but also you're making this movie longer. So, like, I don't know. I don't know. One of the things has to be sacrificed at a certain point. But then again, maybe it didn't. Because a lot of the scenes in that movie were just not necessary. As I've heard before, the Barry Allen car crash scene, where with Iris, or saving Iris, and the whole thing with Martian Manhunter, all the scenes with him were completely unnecessary. All of them. You also have, damn it, you had some other scenes. The whole scene where Steppenwolf interrogates some of the Atlanteans, that wasn't really necessary. You didn't really have to do that. You could have explained that the parademons were successfully infiltrating Atlantis into finding the Tesseract or whatever that box is. Just fine. You didn't have to make a whole scene. Yeah, there were other stuff too. Just completely unnecessary scenes in this. But again, Zack Snyder, it was just self-indulgent, I felt like at times. But again, that's what the fans wanted with this, so it's even hard to complain at Zack Snyder. But it just goes to show to me that it just was just too long. Just too long. It hurt the experience quite a bit for me. And honestly, I thought the theatrical version was better. I thought it was a little better than this. And, I think length had a big play at it. I think there's a lot of... I don't think Zack Snyder stylistically is what I want to see with Justice League. I think that's always been a problem. I've always been worried about that. I don't even like giving him full credit for Man of Steel, even though he deserves probably the majority of the credit. Because Christopher Nolan was involved, clearly. He had his fingerprints on it, in my opinion. So I thought he clearly had something to do with that movie. Yeah, that's what I think of the Justice League. Katuma, that scene sucks. No, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Okay, anyway, let's go to some other stuff. Last night, I saw Godzilla vs. Kong, and I thought that movie was very enjoyable. Very enjoyable movie. I liked it quite a bit. I liked the monster stuff. I thought Mecha Godzilla looked great. So yeah. Yeah, Mecha Godzilla looks super good in that movie. I really thought that. I liked how Godzilla, I don't know, I liked the fight between Godzilla and Kong. I thought those were epic. They were really well done. Poor Tokyo. Tokyo got fucking leveled in this movie. If they were at Tokyo, I don't even know if they were there, but they were somewhere in Japan, as they should have been. They should have been in Japan for this fight, based off the history of Godzilla and Mechagodzilla, especially. So yeah, I thought the movie was very good. I thought the people aspect of this movie was a little better, not a lot better. The Team Godzilla thing with the two kids and the crazy black guy in this movie, they were pretty. That was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. That was the weakest part of the movie. But the people that were following Kong around, I thought that was pretty good. It wasn't bad. I just thought this was a very enjoyable movie. That's the best way I can describe it. Very enjoyable, and hopefully we will see these characters a lot more in the future. Hopefully this won't be the last of Mecha Godzilla. I hope they'll recreate him or something. Because I don't like how Mecha Godzilla was just around for one movie and is now dead. So I don't know. Fuck, I shouldn't say this shit. But I'm gonna put up big spoilers. Big spoilers. So for this the title of this movie. But yeah, I thought that uh, yeah. So yeah, I thought that it just there isn't really much to say. It's a Godzilla and Kong movie. So what is there to say? I thought the fights were super cool. I liked the world the underneath world in this movie. I thought that was super cool, and I love that. I love the all the creatures and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, I was definitely a fan of that, and I thought it was very interesting. I loved the makeup of the world, how it was designed. I really bought into that lure of this movie. At first I thought it was lame, but I really grew on me quite a bit, so to where I liked it. So I thought that was cool, and yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say about it. Mecha Godzilla looks super cool though. I gotta say that was actually a very pleasant surprise of how cool he looked. Um, I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I have to say about it. Go see the movie. It's super cool. Try to see it on the biggest screen possible. Fortunately, I didn't have that. I saw it on this computer, but that's okay. I have HBO Max, so I just watched it off there. But yeah, try to get access to the biggest screen possible when watching that movie, because yeah, with the Snyder Cut, try to get one of the smaller screens so you could pause it and take a leak or something, because that's way too long. This was short enough. This was not even 2 hours, which is perfect. Which is exactly what this movie needed. So uh, I'm a big fan of this movie, and hopefully we'll see more Kong and Godzilla in the extremely near future, because I thought that was great. Anyway, that's all I got to say really for this video. I pretty much spoke my piece on everything I wanted to talk about for a while, so that's kind of where I stand on things. Hopefully you'll see a video soon. If not, then at least you know why now, and you'll be able to see me in the very near future. Hopefully. So if not, you'll know that I am doing some good work outside of here. So that is the main thing, and we're living long and prospering either way. So to me, it's a win-win. So that's how I'm looking at things. Alrighty, guys. Post your comments down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on things. Let me know if you got any questions about certain things of what I've been doing and all that. It's always fun to talk about. Let me know about your thoughts of my reactions of football and all that stuff, of different movies, the crappy Snyder Cut and all that stuff. Let me know what you think. Go ahead and like and subscribe to this video, and watch the rest of my YouTube videos on the channel, reactions. I discuss politics. I have different sections: politics, reactions, sports, combat sports, my own hobby discussions, whatever. Go ahead and check it out at your convenience. And until then, I will catch you guys in the next video. You guys have a great rest of your spring break, and have a great day. I am Ben Burnside, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.